What if I told you that you could make a 6'7" demigod ISO build that can still get all the best drill moves in the game, get a super high 3-point rating, and have the defense of a lockdown defender? Today we break NBA 2K23. What's good, Simply Squad? It's your boy Demigod grinding, and today I got you with the absolute best 6'7" build you can make in NBA 2K23. Now I know this builder may seem confusing. You might be a little stressed out. You might be thinking of quitting 2K23 before you even start. But trust me, I'm gonna break everything down for y'all. And by the end of this video, not only are you gonna understand this builder so much better, but you're also gonna have a 6'7" demigod build to dominate the park with. And the best part about it is that the next gen and current gen builders are basically the same. So if you're on current gen, you can still follow along and make this build exactly the same. The only difference between the builders are some of the ratings needed to unlock certain badges and the takeover system. But other than that, you can follow along on either game. So pay attention, because I'm about to give y'all a demigod build. But first, Prize Picks is hooking y'all up this NFL season. Get this, y'all. If Tom Brady, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time, gets just one passing yard, you win. And the best part, Prize Picks is a daily sports fantasy app that is so simple to use. All you gotta do is pick over or under your favorite player's stats for certain games, and the more you get right, the more you win. So if you want to test your NFL knowledge this season and make some money in the process, make sure to go to the link in the description and sign up for Prize Picks. If you use my link, they will match your first deposit by up to double what you put in. Thank you to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video, and let's get into it. Alright y'all, so here we go. We got GOAT grinding. His position is gonna be a small forward. Now don't y'all start. I know what the title says. It is going to be running the point guard position, but this way you get the best stats possible. Trust me, you're gonna need to see this. Now for the height, weight, and wingspan, obviously you're gonna go 6'7". The weight, you're gonna go 220 pounds, and the wingspan, you're gonna go 7'1". The reason for these stats specifically is if you look on the right, our max 3-point is now an 89, which we need for a gold tier 3 badge that I'm gonna tell you all about later. Our ball handling max is a 91, which will easily get us quick first step Hall of Fame. Our perimeter defense max is a 94, which will get us gold clamps. Our speed max is an 86, which we need to just be fast. And finally, our finishing is all able to be maxed out, so we have a ton of options with this build. But I'm gonna show y'all what I came up with because it is absolutely glitchy. Finally, for the body shape, I like to go define. So you make your way into the builder, what they're calling the most complicated builder of all time, until Grinding got his hands on it and explained the whole thing to you. It's actually not that hard to figure out once you get some hours in on it. So we're gonna come down here and we're gonna upgrade 3-point because we're gonna max this out anyways. I'm gonna tell you why in a second, but you see how the attributes all went up together? That's because every attribute is directly and indirectly linked with other attributes. So no matter what you upgrade on this chart, other attributes are always gonna go up after a certain threshold. Now the reason why I made this build exactly how it is, 6'7", 220 pounds, 7'1" wingspan, part of the reason is because of this 89 3-point. The reason why you really want an 89 3-point is because if you look at the badges here, you look at the tier 3, Agent 3 requires an 89 3-point for gold Agent 3, and Blinders Gold also requires an 89 3-point. Now for those of y'all that don't understand the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, to get just one tier 3 badge, you have to use at least 10 attributes on your tier 1 and tier 2 badges. So for example, right now I have 21 shooting badges. I have to use 10 of these badges on tier 1 and tier 2 badges. Once I do that, I can use the remaining amount of badges on a tier 3 badge. And you can see the cost of the tier 3 badges on the bottom. They are mad expensive. So if I stayed with 21 shooting, which we won't be, but if I stayed with 21 shooting, we would have 11 badges left after using the 10 on tier 1 and tier 2 to get one of these tier 3 badges on gold. Obviously, I would want to do blinders on gold. That's the whole reason I made an 89 3-point. So we would get blinders on gold. Now we have the option to spend those 7 attributes to get blinders on gold, or we could make it one of our core badges. If you make something your core badge, it costs 0 badge points, but you only get 1 core badge per category. So you get 1 core badge for shooting, 1 for playmaking, 1 for defense and rebounding, and 1 for finishing, which which I will show later in the video. But that gives y'all a decent enough background of the build to where y'all understand what I'm saying when I'm upgrading these attributes. So we got our 89 3-point. So now we're going to want to put our mid-range up to 78 to get 22 shooting badges, which is very important. And we're going to leave our free throw at 68. We're done with shooting. We're keeping shooting at 22 badges. And you can see we have a potential of 5 Hall of Fame badges as well as 2 tier 3 gold badges. Now, obviously, if you do the math, we can only afford one of those gold badges because to get one tier 3 gold badge, you need 17 total badges. Like I said before, you have to spend 10 on tier 1 and tier 2. So to get a tier 3 gold badge, you need 17 badge attributes just to get one tier 3 gold badge. If you want a Hall of Fame, you need 18 badge attributes in the category. So hopefully you'll understand that a little more. And we're gonna max out our ball handling, and you see all those attributes went up. We're gonna take it down to and keep it at 89. There's a reason we want it at 89. If you go any lower, you could see that I lose quick first step in a Hall of Fame. It is a tier 2 badge, a very valuable tier 2 badge on this build. I need that on Hall of Fame, so we're gonna have an 89 ball handling. There's no reason to go 91. You don't get any better dribble moves, you don't get any new badges other than Vice Grip on Hall of Fame. And I'm sorry, but Vice Grip is a terrible badge. We need to save these attributes. Next, we're gonna go with speed with ball and max it out. That's just a good attribute to have when you want to be fast on this build. Obviously, you're an ISO build. In pass accuracy, we're gonna go in 80 to get 23 playmaking badges. Listen to me when I say this. On ISO builds, you want 22 shooting badges and 23 playmaking badges every single time. Now for defense, how do we have all this and we're still gonna become a lockdown defender on this build? Granny, it's just not possible. You're not him. Sadly, I am him. We're gonna upgrade our perimeter defense all the way to max, and we're gonna bring it down to get a 92 perimeter defense. Of course, there's a reason for that. I've labbed this builder. If you get a 92 perimeter defense, you unlock the ability to get Challenger on gold and Clamps on gold, arguably the 2 best defensive badges in the game. Now, of course, once again, they're tier 3 badges, so you can only unlock 1, and we're gonna need 18 defensive badges to just get 1, which we are going to get. Don't worry, I've labbed this builder. But honestly, you can't go wrong with either of these. Clamps just clamps up ball handlers. Challenger is more for contest. I'm gonna go with clamps at first, and maybe we'll change it to Challenger down the road. Next, we're gonna go to steel and make it a 64. Once again, there's a reason behind that. If you have a 64 steel, you get glove on bronze as well as interceptor on bronze, which is perfect. We want those badges to be available if we can. We're gonna come down here and we're gonna max out our block. Honestly, maxing out my block was for 2 reasons. One, they're saying that block is what contest is this year, so I want to have a max contest. And 2, it's to meet our 18 potential badge requirement. And then we're going to go up to interior defense and make this an 83 rating, which brings us to a perfect 17 defensive badges, which means we'll be able to unlock 1 gold tier 3 badge. And lastly, we're going to go down to defensive rebounding and take it down 3 because any more and we lose a defensive badge. So we're going to have that at 58 because it is just not important with this build. And finally, our physicals. We're gonna max out our speed, max out our acceleration, max out our strength, and put our stamina at 95. And lastly, we're gonna go up to finishing, and we're gonna get an 80 driving layup so we get the best layup animations in the game. And then we're gonna put the rest on close shots so we can get masher on gold, which improves the player's ability to finish well around the rim, especially over smaller defenders. We need that badge on gold, which means we're perfect right here. Now we have a 98 overall. We have some extra attributes to spend, and the most effective way to spend them is to put the rest on steel so you finish with 18 defensive badges. Now let me explain this build. I could have gotten contact dunks on this build, and y'all are saying grinding, why would you not get an 84 driving dunk and just get contact dunks on this build? The reason being is if I got an 84 driving dunk, right, I would only get 8 to 14 finishing badges with an 84 driving dunk, which only unlocks pro contact dunks, right? So y'all tell me, how am I gonna get posterizer with 14 finishing badges? I need at least 15. I need at least 15 for bronze posterizer. For bronze. And bronze ain't even gonna activate that much. So I went the smarter route. I got my strength maxed out. I got my driving layup at 80, so I get the best layup animations. And the way I pictured this build is you're gonna be ISOing on 2s, ISOing on 3s. You're gonna be super fast. You're gonna be able to shoot. You're gonna be a perimeter lockdown with this defense and these defensive badges with a 92 perimeter defense. You're gonna be extremely fast and you're gonna be extremely tall. So what happens is when you get a smaller guard on you, like a 6'5 or 6'3, or hopefully a play shot on you, just just to make them pay for last year, including myself. I was a play shot myself. Then you are just gonna absolutely manhandle people in the paint. Anybody smaller than you, you're gonna finish on them 100% of the time. I don't know if y'all have seen the contact layup animations in this game, but they are absolutely absurd. So I really feel like I made a W build. I labbed this builder for hours, man. Please drop a like, drop a sub with notifications on if you appreciate this build, because I did this for y'all. Now let's finish it out. For our takeovers, you can do a lot of fun ones, you can do a lot of comp ones. Honestly, for me, I'm going spot of precision and extreme clamps. This is a little odd for me. Usually I would go an ankle breaking takeover and a spot of precision type takeover, or like limitless range type takeover. But this year, I really want to see how rewarding defense is. I'm pretty sure you can change the takeovers at any time. Just in case you can't, because no one's really confirmed it, just in case you can't, make sure to pick the ones that you feel most comfortable with. But this is what I'm going with for right now. You have built a two-way inside out point forward. You can't tell me that don't sound comp. You cannot tell me that don't sound comp. This is an offensive juggernaut build that has such good defense, it's literally able to be called a two-way. What more could you want? All right, y'all, now the badges and what I meant by you need 10 points to get one tier 3. So for example, for finishing, I can't really show it on finishing because we only have 10 badge points, so I'm just gonna put these. For finishing, I want Masher on gold. That is the most important badge. I want Giant Slayer on Hall of Fame, and I want Drop Stepper on bronze for when we have guards on us and we could just hold LT, click X in, and drop step them in the paint. So that'll be our 10 finishing badges. Now shooting is where it gets interesting. I want guard up on gold. That's basically like Deadeye. I want green machine on gold. I want catch and shoot on gold. And now that we have more than 10 badge points equipped, you can see that tier 3 is opened up. Now I can get agent 3 on gold, blinders on gold, Deadeye on silver, and limitless range on silver. I could get one of these badges right now. I can make one of them free, and what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna get 2 of these badges by making one of them free. So the smartest thing to do is core badge the one that costs the most. So blinders is gonna be the one that costs the most, so I'm gonna core badge that and get it for free. You can see I lost no badge upgrades for equipping that badge, and then now I can still equip limitless range by spending my badge points. So I just got 2 tier 3 badges by making that my core badge and then equipping this one with my badge upgrade. And honestly, if I wanted to, I could take catch and shoot and put it on bronze. Now, is this worth it? Who knows, but it looks cool, don't it? Having 3 tier 3 badges. I don't even think I've seen anybody do that. So we're just gonna keep it for now. But I hope y'all get what I'm saying with the system. Now we're gonna speed through this a little bit. So we're gonna go quick first step on Hall of Fame. We're gonna go mismatch expert on silver, which if y'all don't know is a playmaking badge now. It helps you beat people one-on-one, which is perfect for ISO. We're gonna run bailout on bronze. We're gonna make killer combos our core badge for playmaking. We're gonna go clamp breaker on silver, and then we're gonna go handles for days on silver as well. Once again, 3 tier 3 badges. Of course, y'all can flip this as much as you want, do whatever you want. This is just for examples, honestly. I'm probably gonna flip these a little bit once the game comes out. Finally, defense and rebounding. We're gonna go menace on Hall of Fame, chase down artists on silver, just because that was the glitch last year. We're gonna see how we like it. And right there, we have our 10 badges equipped. So we're gonna go interceptor on bronze. So we're gonna make clamps on gold, our core badge. And then we're gonna go challenger on gold, which improves the effectiveness of your contest. We got one more badge left, so we're gonna put that on pogo stick bronze. But anyways, y'all, that is my build and badge setup. I will release the dribble moves, the jump shot, everything you need to know once I grind this build out in my career. Once again, 5k likes and I will drop my quote-unquote current gen build, which is a smaller guard type build that is perfect for 3s. This is more of a 2s and 3s ISO build. My next build will be a 99 driving dunk Hall of Fame posterizer type build that still gets a 93 points, so it's more like a play slash. So if y'all looking forward for that, make sure to drop a like. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and as always, keep grinding.
Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be taunting. Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady